just the fact that people are bringing their friends and their family and telling their coworkers about it, I knew that we would end up being known as having good wings.
You're now tuning in to Unfiltered.
Yep, because it's not live.
This is not live. Or is it? Is it live? Are these things live? We're live right now.
You secretly have us live and gonna tell me
So,
after the fact.
did you notice my haircut? Did you like my...
Oh shit, who did that?
I was trying to be like you. I was trying to be like you, you know?
I,
Fun fact, I used to do this back in high school with my barber a lot,
Yeah.
all the time. And then recently, now that I'm doing like running races, I was like, I want something different because the cameras are like high resolution. I was like, I want to look cool. And then I told my barber, do whatever you want. I just wanted like a simple line. My man went, "Yoo." I was like, okay.
don't tell him to do it, because then you're gonna end up. I don't know what he was trying to do over here. After I was done, I was like, I don't like it. But he's like, you can't
Yeah,
undo
it's
it.
too late. You got to wait till it grows. But yeah.
But I don't like
So-
to stifle his creativity by giving him
Yeah.
like telling him do this.
Because you have it too. Show the camera. You have it right there. Too.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
There you go. Look at that. Hopefully you like our haircuts, guys. And that is how we start this unfiltered episode today. We have another special guest. I'm going to let her introduce herself. If you can please introduce yourself, let people know who you are if they haven't seen your friendly face around a very popular restaurant. But let them know who you are.
Hi guys, I'm Mandy. I'm the owner and chef at Spice N Vybe. Good to meet you.
All the good eats from the kitchen and all the creations. Here you go. So a lot of people, you know, if you know, you know. Spice and Vibe is definitely one of those. If you know, you know. Okay, and if you don't know, you need to know after this episode. So you need to go to the restaurant. But yeah, so Spice and Vibe. Obviously, Spice and Vibe was it's been around for some time now. I know it's been part of a rebrand. But now that Spice and Vibe has been open for some time, the name is catching on. People are understanding. What would you say is something that makes you guys unique?
Definitely. Well, I don't want to be corny and say the vibe.
But
The spice and the vibe. But definitely our flavors. Everybody has exotic flavors. There's different restaurants that have their flavor, but I think what we do is we combine, the familiar wings with flavors that we get inspired from around the world that we know people here would like. And I think I have to talk about the wings because that's the number one thing that people come to us for. We're known for the wings. And just the fact that you can come with a group and there's something for everybody. So that definitely makes us unique. So you could bring your friend who's plant-based. You could bring a friend who is pescatarian. We're able to accommodate all these people. Somebody who wants something crazy spicy, we have that. Somebody who wants something mild and familiar, we have that. And so I think when it comes to a group, we're the place.
Yeah. And then for the ones that don't know, why the name Spice and Vibe? What was the inception? What was the story behind that?
Oh, you were there, bro.
I know, but they want it. I know the answer because we were the ones that rebranded them. But I want to hear from you. Because there's a meaning behind it. Just a short, simple, sweet version of it. Like why the vibe? Because people think probably vibe is a party thing, right? You guys do have a party. You guys are per se party animals, right? In the sense of like you guys like to have fun.
Yeah, we do.
So
We do.
explain it. Spice and Vibe. Why Spice and Vibe?
So when it comes to spice, depending on where in the world you're from, spice means flavor. Spice can mean, spicy, as in hot. But I think it mostly means flavor. And it can also mean flavor when it comes to your personality too, that you have spice. So I think and I think most small businesses, when they're trying to figure out a name, they sit down and they come up with all kinds of ideas. Shout out to our business coach, Jason, who helped us with that too.
Shout out to Jason.
Yeah. So I think we wanted people to know that definitely the flavor is there and great personality is there, and then all the love and energy we put into it, because we have a lot of spice. The two of us have a lot of spice, and just even the staff. So that's where the spice part came from. Additionally, we use spices from all around the world. But yes. And then vibe is just what you feel when you come into the space. when you get a space that you're going to spend most of your time in, for me, somebody who likes to be outside,
Yeah.
like I have to create a vibe that makes me want to be happy when I'm there,
Yeah.
and make people feel welcome and relaxed, And so, yeah, that's where the vibe came from. And I don't know if I'm explaining it good
No,
enough,
I
but
think
that is just that's the meat and potatoes. That's what it
yeah,
is.
and so up here we have the logo. If you guys haven't caught, multiple times he's already mentioned that, your inspiration of behind the recipes and stuff like that is from travels all over the world.
Yes.
Hence why we ended up with the logo as almost a global world, which is Pangea,
Yes.
right? When we were all united at once on a skillet pan, because you're pretty much coming up with these recipes, little bits and pieces, and bringing it home to Spice and Vibe. So when you guys are eating at Spice and Vibe, you're not just eating from local cuisine. You're actually eating a little spice here and there from around the world that's created a new, I don't know, I wouldn't say like invention, but you get to taste different parts of the world at once. Because we get that a lot. I've noticed, like, I'll be like a secret shopper and I'll be like, man, this reminds me of home. The way that the rice is and the way that this is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's different parts. Like, oh, I'm from here, I'm from there. I'm like, this is so cool,
Yeah.
Or like, wait, they have tostones and they have plantains. I'm Spanish, so this all connects. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Again, it goes back to the logo, everything connected. And yeah, that's branding, guys. So if you see that logo more often, that's a good thing. So
Yeah, that's one of the things too, because sometimes I work the drive-through window, which is like my favorite place to work, because then I see people who typically wouldn't come inside, and I've seen people from all over,
Yeah.
From all over the world that come to eat from us. I met somebody from Eritrea. I met somebody from India, and like they're coming to eat our food
Yeah.
because they feel like there's a little familiarity for them. And I haven't been to those two places that I mentioned, but I've eaten food from those countries, and I hope to visit there once.
Yeah.
At least once or twice. But whenever we go somewhere and we taste the flavor, we're like, oh, how will that be on wings? And that's
Yeah.
kind of where it starts. And so we're going to keep adding more
Yeah.
flavors, and so this is a constantly evolving concept.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
I think people appreciate that.
Awesome. So that's the business side of Mandy. Outside of business, what relaxes you?
Oh. So it really depends. I love the beach. I love to be out in the open ocean. So it's one of the things. I like to swim, and I like to swim in the deep. So that really relaxes me, being able to be out in the water. And music also. I really love music. I feel like if I had to start life all over again, I probably would be a musician, except I can't sing. So definitely no singing, but definitely I love music. It definitely relaxes me. And I do like to work out.
That's good.
I
Yeah,
really
stay
like-
healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. But just like I realized that the thing I like about the workout most is the music.
So okay. I mean, music is movement. So
Yeah. So that relaxes me. I enjoy being in the restaurant, like, and just communicating with the staff and them telling me about their lives, and it's like it makes me feel like I have a purpose.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a big responsibility. It can be stressful sometimes being responsible for these people, but I feel relaxed every week when I make payroll. And I'm like, oh yeah,
we made it. We made another one. I know, business owners. You guys probably feel like, yes, we made the cut.
Yeah. Every week I make payroll, I feel accomplished. I'm like, somebody got money to pay their bills, and I did it on time, and
I think it's a beautiful thing because essentially, you're impacting their life. Whether they're trying to survive, whether they're trying to save up for whatever, for a car or whatever, you're helping them achieve somewhat their goals.
Yeah.
So even if it's a stepping stone of like, hey, I'm here until I graduate, that's fine. You're helping them achieve their goals. So I think that's, as a business owner, I think we all can appreciate that, like, in the sense of us helping them. So I think that's great. But one question is, so there's been a lot of buzz around, and you guys have been voted one of the top chicken wing places in Broward County. So how do you feel from starting the business during COVID to now that, like, when people talk about chicken wings, your name is now in the conversation of in Broward County, like Spice N Vybe is in there, amongst others, obviously, as well, too. But there were some chicken wing places that have been around for a long time, and it was just like, honestly a market that has not been moved unless you were a big franchise that were just opening up locations that they're nationwide. But you guys were not a franchise. You guys started as a mom and pop. So it's like you guys made noise right out of the gate. So how do you feel having that kind of like, word on the street is that Spice and Vibe has amazing wings?
First of all, I'm humbled. I've known that our wings are good. Um, I always knew that if people just got an opportunity to try it, that they
Yep.
would say that. So that's number one. So just the fact that people are bringing their friends and their family and telling their coworkers about it, I knew that we would end up being known as having good wings.
Yeah.
When it comes to being known for being good about something, I feel like just the good food is never enough. So what I have been working on in the background is just great service and consistency.
Yeah.
Because I want when you bring your friend that you've told about it, that it's always going to be the same.
Yeah.
So that's been the top of the list. But like I said, I'm just like very grateful that people are, calling our name and telling other people about us.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I have a lot of pride when it comes to this brand, when it comes to anything that has my name on it, because Spice N Vybe is my name. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep giving 100% and the best quality when it comes to ingredients and flavors, and I appreciate the feedback. I really do.
No, that's awesome, and I think it's great. I mean, word on the street is and if they haven't been to Spice and Vibe, again, you guys have a great product. So ultimately, you get them to eat it, try it. I think it's very unlikely that they will not try it again.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. So, but when did it first hit you that Spice and Vibe was, not just a small concept and it was kind of becoming a staple of the community? Like when did that moment hit you? Like, hey, this is bigger than what we thought it was. It's not just one restaurant. Like we can possibly maybe multiply this in other locations.
Well, when I start getting recognized, oh, you're the lady from Spice and Vibe, like in the bank and stuff like that, and just when I'm getting big corporations calling saying we want to get you on our vendor list, we want you to supply us with food for our meetings and stuff like that, and in the beginning it would just be like during Black History Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be like, oh, we want to support a Black business.
Yeah.
And I appreciated it. I really did.
Yeah.
But I want to be known more than just being a
that was
Black
more
business.
like them filling a quota, like checkbox, and it's like I get it, but at the same time, it's like you said, you should, if you forget about what it is, you want wings, this is where we're at.
Yeah,
so good food.
Yeah, a lot of them came in the beginning like, yeah, it's Black History Month. We heard about you guys because some employee in the office said it's good. But then when that time passes and it's like Christmas time or the big bosses are coming from corporate and they're ordering food from us, I'm like,
that's
okay,
when you know,
okay, all right, I see what you guys are doing, airlines and different things. I'm like, okay. And when people are coming from like Port St. Lucie and Orlando, or like landing from the airport and saying, as soon as I landed, I was like, I knew this is where I had to come. I realized that, we have something special.
These are true stories, by the way. Like, at first I was like, yeah, they're just saying it. But we've seen people like, with their luggage at the restaurant, like, before I went to the hotel, I want to come pick up food here. So, it says something about it, and whether they were invited by a friend or, they heard about it online, they wanted to try it out. So I think that's good. That means the product is good. Something, you guys have something, right? So it's like there's something good going on. The vibe is good, essentially. But I always like to ask like a business owner question for the business owners that are listening, whether they own restaurants and stuff like that. What's one of the most expensive lessons as a business owner that you had to learn the hard way?
Lord. No cutting corners.
Yeah.
Like, so definitely don't cut corners in regards to my food. I don't try to do that. But like building stuff, I think, let's say you need something repaired and then the repair guy says, oh, yeah, we can just do it. We don't need a permit. And then you go along with it.
Yeah.
And then the city comes and slaps you with fines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most expensive lessons that we've had to learn.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that I can give you a list, but that is
Okay. Don't cut corners. Simple as that. I mean, it's true. It's
do it the
true.
right way the first
It's
time.
if it's too good to be true and it feels like I got away with one, I think
Don't
you're gonna
do
get
it.
caught. So whatever the case may be. So just don't do
Yeah.
it. 'Cause especially when you have like a lot of eyeballs on the business, and
Yeah.
it's a good thing, but it's also a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because then the person that's inspector, whoever, doesn't matter. Hey, that's not right.
Yeah.
It's like it's not supposed to be right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to kind of dabble into the wings a little bit because we're mentioning it's good food and people like it and all that, but I think we have to really explain that you're not just buying sauces, putting a name on it, and then just pouring it onto the wings and frying them and calling it a day. You guys literally make homemade sauces. The recipes are recipes that you guys created, right?
Yeah.
So, Kayla, if we can get the wing sauces up here for a second. I would like for you to kind of like explain the signature wings that you have here. Obviously, they're all different heat levels, but where did the ideas come from when you guys were kind of creating all of this? Like, why did you come up with tamarind chipotle? Why a spicy lemon pepper? Obviously the most like Vibe Fire and stuff like that. Like you made it hot, but some people you do the whole using a Carolina Reaper or something like that and calling it a day. Like you guys made your own. You guys still keep it where it's savory, flavorful, but it's hot. So explain a little bit about the sauces, the signature sauces here, for somebody that does not know what these sauces are.
Um,
And they're not from a bucket that you can just pour. That's not how that works.
so of course, regular wings are wings with no sauce. Um, a lot of them are common sauces like garlic parmesan and lemon pepper, but we do make up. Funny thing about the garlic parmesan is that I had never tried garlic parmesan before I opened the restaurant.
Okay.
And then I told people we were gonna have it.
Okay.
And then like a week before opening, I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And then so a supplier came with a bucket of like, I don't
Like
a
garlic parm
common,
sauce already.
garlic
Yeah.
parm sauce.
Yeah.
And then I tossed the wing in it and I took a picture of it,
Yeah.
just for photos. And it looked good.
Yeah.
And I tasted it and it was nasty. I was like, this can't be what everybody loves.
Yep.
So I kind of just YouTubed what is garlic parmesan sauce, and then I came up with my recipe, and which is like very straightforward.
Yeah.
Garlic and butter and like it's yeah. So this is an example of how we make.
Why
our
don't you touch
sauces.
upon that? Because if I'm not mistaken, other restaurants they don't use butter.
Well, yeah,
They
because
cut
butter
corners.
is expensive.
Correct.
Yeah, so they probably would use some margarine or some like phase, some like liquid thing.
Correct.
I don't remember the name of it, but I did try.
Yeah.
Because the butter is very expensive, but if I can't eat it,
But it sacrificed the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can't eat it, they can't eat
Yep.
it.
And then same thing. Let's take a step back. The chicken. Because people say, it's chicken wings and sauce. I get it. The chicken, you guys don't buy the regular chicken that everybody buys.
Well, I mean, I won't say we don't buy. Okay.
Because you guys are on the smaller side when it comes to it. So explain about that, because I think first-time customers like, wait, what's going on? Why are they small?
Yeah, we buy a medium chicken wing that has no antibiotics. So it's not the injected jumbo chicken wings. The number one reason is because our customers don't like that. They don't like jumbo chicken wings. If it's your first time, then you're probably going to be like, why is it so small?
Yeah.
But I think the number two reason is because we season our wings the day before.
Yeah.
And we want it to absorb that seasoning.
Correct.
Some wings, I don't know, they have this thing where you season it and it is as if the seasoning can't like penetrate.
It just stays on the outside. Yeah.
So we want you to eat that wing with no sauce. Like I tell anybody when they come, order the wing with no sauce. Just order a naked wing. Yeah. And you're like, because that's my favorite one, is to order naked wings and have the sauce on the side. So you will taste that it has flavor on its own, and that the sauce is not what makes the wing. It's everything. It's the seasoning that we put on the wing itself. So yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned this because chicken wings, I consider it like a bar food, right? You think chicken wings, you think beer, you think mozzarella sticks. That's all considered bar food, right? Hooters, Twin Peaks, anybody, Joe Schmo bar, whoever. So it's not like a very pretty food. It's not like you're eating sushi. So the respect is not there right now. Chicken has gone skyrocket. You got to thank Chick-fil-A and all these marketing that's going on and Rising Cane's, all that. They have really pretty much pumped and dumped chicken in your face, right? So that's good, but at the same time, now it's like there's different type. There is different levels of chicken, and everybody always wants to take a piece of the pie of like, oh, I want to get that money, and a lot of people cut corners. Whether it's buying the sauces that are pre-made, whether it's buying whatever chicken is cheap, and then just frying it and everything.
Yeah.
Things down to like details, like you also regularly clean your oil. Like,
oh yeah, every day.
A lot of people
We
don't.
change our oil every day.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't. So it has that fresh flavor. I mean, we do, when it comes to food photography, stuff like that, Mandy won't let us, even if the oil just got cleaned yesterday, we will not videograph the oil because oil's not pretty, right? And clean oil is supposed to look like almost like water, clear, but over time it gets a little dark, you know? But it's not that pretty. And I think something that we want to make sure that we explain like, hey, this is not how we keep our oil, is always clean. So, and with all the fryers, you know, they're just going at it. That's something that people need to know because they probably think, oh, it's just the oil that's there for the longest.
No, it's not even after a while, bro. It's like we put clean oil in that fryer this morning, and like by 2 o'clock, the thing is looking brown already.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why when you come at 3 to take pictures,
it's already
like, no, we're not gonna photograph that. They're gonna think I'm crazy. But no, it's important. You will taste the difference. You taste it in the French fries, in the chicken, when the oil is dirty. And people don't realize it, but it can also give you a stomachache if you're eating from dirty oil, especially if you have a sensitive stomach. We don't want any feedback like that. So it's worth it to, we spend a good amount of money on oil. We get our oil tank refilled every week. And so,
So let's do this. Let's take an opportunity to go down each sauce really quickly. Just kind of explain what they can possibly taste. So regular wings, obviously, there's no taste, just the chicken. Garlic parm, you already covered that. So let's go straight to Vybe barbecue.
Yeah, it's actually a Vybe barbecue is really a sweet and mild barbecue sauce. So it definitely, as you could see, it's stems from the Vybe wings. But yeah, it's a sweet and mild barbecue sauce. It's actually one of my favorite sauces.
Okay.
So the staff always know when I want a wing with sauce, it's barbecue. And then I also
more
like
on the sweet side?
Mildly sweet, not very sweet.
Okay.
And I actually like my wings room temperature too.
Okay.
So like they know I don't want it hot. I want it barbecue and room temperature. Yeah.
Now, before I go down, I'm gonna go to the signature, the main one, Vybe wings. So the Vybe sauce. That's per se the staple, right? So what is that flavor? That's more sweet?
That's sweet and mild.
Okay.
Right? And you know, for the record, that's my mom's recipe.
Okay. Shout out to moms.
Yeah, that was not my recipe. That's my mom's recipe. And everybody knows it as the original Perry wings. They still ask for it like that. And it's still the exact recipe. I haven't touched or changed a thing. Mommy, I haven't changed anything.
And if you guys notice up here, we have the word Perry barbecue, Perry wings, Perry fire. The reason why, because before it was Perry wings. And I think a lot of some customers sometimes even say, oh, it tastes different. It's the same sauce.
I haven't done it.
It's the same sauce. Yeah. So if it tastes different, that's your mind playing tricks. So
my mom's
it's the same chef, same original recipe. So maybe come back and try it again because
she comes on a regular basis to
there
check
you go.
it, so nothing has changed.
Now we can go to the Vybe K Spice. So why Vybe K Spice? What is it? The same as Vybe wings? What is Vybe K Spice?
So the Vybe K Spice is a spicier version of the Vybe wings. It's actually a cross between a sauce we had before, which was the Ginger K Spice, which is like a West African inspired sauce that they serve at bars. They dip like yam and stuff in it.
Okay.
And we just used it to spice up the Vybe sauce, and we did put a little extra pepper in there. So
that one does have a little kick.
Yeah, it does have a kick. For me, it's a medium kick. For some people,
for me, it's a kick. I just recently gave it to some of my neighbor friends. They're from Guyana, and they were like, "Where's the spice?" And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" They're like, "Oh no, give me the fire." I'm like, "All right."
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
So yeah, that's actually a crowd favorite right now. Probably that and the jazzy honey garlic.
Okay.
Are like
so you went to there. So jazzy honey garlic. So explain what is because this, I believe this is a mixture of a couple sauces, right?
Yeah. So that's the Vybe sauce with the like kind of the garlic like. So that was not my idea. As you could see, it's called Jazzy Honey Garlic. It's our kitchen manager, Jazzy. She came up with that
Shout out to
idea.
Jazzy.
Yeah. So and people love it. When people taste it, they want to drink that sauce.
Yeah.
And she was just like randomly mixing stuff, and she's like, I don't know if you want to do this, but just try to mix these two sauces and see if you like it. And when we rebranded, we just
I think that was
called
an
it after
instant hit
her.
out of the gate. Like
Yeah,
it was just
yeah.
instant. I was like, whoa.
Whoever tries
Yeah.
it they
Yeah.
love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We missed Flamin' Buffalo. Flamin' Buffalo. So it's spicy. Looks like it. So
Listen, okay. Flaming buffalo is only because people want to burn their mouth. Like when they, it makes no sense to me, but okay, whatever you want. So flaming buffalo came about because we just had regular buffalo, and they were like, "This is it. Like this
Yeah.
is all you have." And then I could have just added like, ghost peppers to buffalo to just make it
Yeah.
burn, but I can't do that. Like I need it to be flavorful. So this is what came out of it. I had peppers. I do have Trinidad ghost pepper in there,
okay.
and but I also added some pepper from St. Lucia, and just for flavor. And one thing, growing up, peppers in St. Lucia, like our seasoning peppers,
Mhm.
have so much flavor.
Okay.
And I just remember the smell, like when they used to cook different things of that pepper.
Yeah.
And my aunt had a tree in front of her house, and it's just like a good pepper. Anyway, let me not go on. But yeah, so that's the flaming buffalo.
Nice. Obviously, a classic, which I think it goes with garlic parm, lemon pepper. Everybody has to have a lemon pepper. So, why is your lemon pepper? What would it taste here compared to a lemon pepper somewhere else? Because a lot of people, they just add the lemon pepper.
Listen,
Dry
I
rub
haven't
at the
tasted
top.
any lemon pepper that's better than ours.
Yeah.
And I'm modest.
Yeah.
I haven't tasted any lemon pepper that's better than ours. And I think because it's straightforward and we use real ingredients. And I tried to cut corners on that lemon pepper so many times to try to save money. It's just not, it's not happening. So the most I could say is just come and try it,
Mhm.
because we still 5 years later, we're
Yeah.
still giving out samples. If you feel like a lemon pepper that tastes better than ours, please bring it, because I'm telling you, I haven't tasted one. I haven't been everywhere in the world, so maybe there's one that tastes better. But as of now,
Yep.
nobody.
Tamarind chipotle barbecue. This one's fun.
So yeah, I think originally I was going to make a chipotle barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And when I was tasting, I'm like, man, this tastes like it might go good with tamarind.
Okay.
That's what happened. That's straight up what happened. And then so I got some tamarind pulp and added it. I added up some extra chipotle pepper,
Yeah.
and then that's what happened.
And there you go.
Yeah, and people like the idea of having tamarind in something. Tamarind goes in a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great savory sauce.
No, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Buffalo. So this buffalo here, obviously, is not the flaming buffalo. So it's still spicy to a certain point. Is it similar sauce as the flaming buffalo, just less spice? Is that what it is?
No, actually, it's more of. I feel like it's mild,
Mm-hmm.
but customers say it's more of a medium,
Okay.
and it's more of it tastes closer to a classic buffalo sauce.
Okay.
With the buttery, spicy. Yeah. So I think like it tastes. This has more spunk. The flaming buffalo has more spunk because it's like they asked me to make it spicier,
Yeah.
and I couldn't make it spicier to just burn your mouth with
Yeah.
so I had to add some extra stuff to it. But yeah,
New flavor alert. Pepper.
bro, we gotta color in that.
That I was about to say.
That's the spiciest sauce.
I had half a wing and I was drenched, sweating, and I'm like, what? So yeah, this one we're gonna update that to 5. You know what?
Yeah.
Right now,
Maybe we can just make it 6. Add an extra one.
add a little extra one, like a little baby one, like an extra, like +1 or something.
Yeah. Or maybe the squared.
Yeah, the square. Yeah.
Yeah. Pepper. Listen, Kay's mom came from Ghana, and she was just like, I have an idea, and she just kind of made this sauce, and I'm watching her trying to create a recipe, and yeah, that's all I can tell you. It's like it's savory. It's not a sweet sauce. It's flavorful, but it is very spicy.
Yeah.
And listen, Michaela eats that thing almost every day when she comes to work.
I don't know
what's
how
wrong
she
with
was.
that child.
She was eating those wings, not not even making a face. I'm over here like, whoa. Don't get me wrong, it tasted really good, but the spice I don't really eat spicy stuff, so.
Yeah, so it's very flavorful. I feel like it's good as a dipping
Yeah.
sauce. Um, I I think she kind of got the idea for, like I said, in Ghana they like to dip their yam and stuff
Mm-hmm.
in like sauces. There's a green one, a red pepper sauce, and so I think
Yeah,
this is
try
like
it out.
close to
No,
that.
but that's a new sauce. You know,
Yeah.
try it out. Definitely your spice lovers out there definitely want that heat level. Try it out.
Yeah.
Vibe Fire. So that's one of the original spiciest ones. No.
Yeah.
So what's Vibe Fire? What can they experience with that?
So it's like I feel like it's in a class on its own because it doesn't have the ginger like the Vibe Case Spice. It's like Vibe wings and like the spices from the Flaming Buffalo type of thing.
Got it.
So because people wanted something very spicy, and a little sweetness. So I kind of go with what the people ask for.
Yeah.
And like a touch of what they ask for and whatever I feel like doing. So yeah.
That's good. And then the last one, which is semi-newish, spicy lemon pepper. What made you do this? Because this was, lemon pepper is already a hot flavor. So were people asking for a spicier version?
Yes, I was not gonna.
I
do
never
it.
heard of this until you guys created it. I was like, spicy lemon pepper.
I was not gonna do no damn spicy lemon pepper.
Yeah.
But customers came, you guys don't have lemon pepper hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me
Okay.
just. So when the staff actually mixed it and like, boss, taste this, I'm like, oh, this is not bad.
Yeah.
So when we rebranded, I took the opportunity to just add it on there. I want everybody to be happy and find something that they like. They still trying me though. They trying me to add vibe sauce to the spicy lemon pepper. Like we're doing too much right now.
Yeah.
Take the sauce and put it on yourself.
No, but this is good because I think a lot of people, they need to understand, there's a science behind all of these sauces, right? And it's homemade, so definitely as soon as you taste any of this, you're going to be very juicy, and you're going to see that it was made with a lot of passion, a lot of love, and also it's very fresh. So now with this, if you haven't tried Spice N Vybe, you definitely should. But they don't just offer wings. That's another thing that I think we need to let people know that yes, this is the staple. Wings is maybe the anchor, but you guys also offer a little bit more. Hence Spice N Vybe. We talked about different flavors from around the world. So one thing I want to kind of get into is the jollof wraps. The jollof wraps is something that started with the rebrand, and I would say, how has the feedback been, and where did this creation come from, and what is jollof for the people that don't know what that is?
Okay, so jollof.
Break it however you want to break it down. However you want to break it down.
So jollof is a West African seasoned rice, I could say. That's the best way I can describe it. It's made with a stew that has like tomatoes and ginger and pepper in it. Really a labor of love. It took me like 2 years to learn how to make it, and I'm still very like when people say, "Oh, you know how to make jollof?" I could do a little something. I don't want to be like
Yeah.
But yeah, so very flavorful, and when you think about rice, like. Some people, rice is just something they add to food, and obviously in most of the continent, I'm only familiar. I've only been to Ghana and South Africa, but I only learned how to make jollof in Ghana.
Okay.
And the jollof that we make here at the restaurant is Oakland Park jollof. I just want to make sure everybody knows it's Oakland Park jollof. It's not like Nigerian, Ghanaian, Senegalese. It's Oakland Park jollof. So Fort Lauderdale jollof.
There you go.
All right, so just to be on the safe side. So yeah, I learned to make it while I was there, and also Kay's mom, whenever she would come, would help us with it. So, and then we were finally able to make it, and it's very flavorful. People are interested. People are curious about, that type of rice, especially now. And so we had it there. We've been serving it with grilled shrimp, with our wings, and everybody loves it. And I don't know I think one day I just felt like making something.
Yeah.
So we made that wrap. And it was supposed to be just for us to eat, like the staff would eat it.
Yeah.
And then one of a DJ that was working at the restaurant came and we let him try. And I was like, man, you should have that on the menu. And so I guess we decided to add it on.
Stuck.
Yeah, and it's actually
That's
my
one of my
favorite
favorites.
thing
That's one of my favorites
to eat right now.
Yeah.
So it's just very convenient. It has everything in there. I think the plantain, bro. The plantain just puts everything together.
Avocado, make sure avocado,
Yeah, you can add
plantain,
avocado
rice,
to it. Yeah.
chicken or shrimp, lettuce, the sauce, just the sauce. I mean, that's a special creation sauce by your daughter, right?
Yeah, that's Casey's sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Casey. So,
She made it for her to dip her fries in, and it just went well with it.
yep.
So and then we have a plant-based version of it, and the sauce also is plant-based. So that our jollof is plant-based, by the way. We
Yep.
don't put any meat in it, and I mean, we make it with a lot of pride. I feel very proud of what it's become
Yeah.
and how popular it is right
Mhm.
now. The wrap actually is very popular right now, and yeah, that's just kind of what
Yeah.
happened.
No, awesome, awesome, awesome. Speaking of sauces, over there next to you, we have 3 signature sauces that are bottled. What made you say, let's go ahead and start selling the sauce bottled by itself so that way you can use it not just on wings, but on other foods at home and things like that? Where did that idea come from?
It's the same answer as everything else. The customers wanted it.
Yeah?
They wanted sauce to take home, and that's what happened. Yeah.
It's like let's
They-
do it. Let's sell
That's
it.
usually what happens with everything.
Yep.
Like, and the funny thing is that from the beginning of our family's brand,
Mm-hmm.
it's always been like requests from the customers that made us make things.
Yep.
So sticking to that, I mean, we have moved on. We have a new thing going on, but we still remember where we came from. And if the customers keep asking for something, we don't feel like we're above, giving them what they
Yep.
want. And so far, so good. I really love the design of the bottles. Eh?
They came out. They
Right?
came out great.
Yeah.
Wonder who did it.
Yeah, I
Wonder
wonder
who
who
did
did it. Yeah,
There
so far
was
so good.
and just so you guys understand, there's a lot that goes to selling sauce, doing it the right way. Because a lot of people will sell you anything in a bucket and put a label and call it a day, but that's not the right way of doing it. Before the first bottle was even sold, we had to make sure we get it lab tested for shelf life.
Yeah.
How long? Because we don't want nobody to get sick. Like that whole incident that happened with the pink lady in TikTok, pink sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know where she is anymore, but yeah. So sauce is exploding and all that. We did not want that to happen. We want to make sure that the consistency of the sauce stayed true, so that way it doesn't taste tart or sour after time, spoiled. So we that took time.
Yeah.
Also the bottle, right? A lot of people are like, oh, just put it in something plastic cheap or whatever, things like that. These are glass bottles, so we want to make sure that they whether they're plastic, they're glass, it's something that's going to represent the brand and something that you're like, okay, when you pull that sauce bottle on your counter, you're like, whoa, what is that? We want it to stand out, and then hence Spice and Vibe. It's a fun vibe, so we want the labels and everything to be fun. So that's I think we were able to achieve that, and then this is not just for wings. This is used for ribs. My dad literally uses this. He's like, yeah, I just made you some ribs. I'm like, it tastes so good. Like, yeah, put some of that Vibe sauce. I'm like, what? Like, oh, okay. They use it for different types of food, even steaks, chicken, salads, So there's different things that you can use the sauce for. And the list goes on and on. Fish, the list goes on and on. So if you are, when you go to a restaurant, sometimes you're like, I like that sauce. And you're like, I wish I can use it for something else. Well, that's where this open door came about, where it's like, you can buy it now. You can take it home and put it in your fridge and use it for whatever you want. You can buy it online. So vibesauce.com, you can buy it in the store. Yeah, so if you know, you know. Now, if you didn't know, now you know. So there you go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Have you thought about possibly bottling some of the other flavors?
Yes, but some of them are not going to. The other flavors probably would not be shelf stable.
Yeah.
So that's been a concern because of the fresh ingredients that go in
Yeah,
them.
that's true.
Some of them will not be able to be on the shelf like this. Because of the Vibe sauce, these flavors are the pH was good enough for it to be able to, handle the testing, but the rest they're not ready. So in the future, and there's been customers who really want the jazzy honey garlic sauce.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that one definitely can't go on the shelf.
Yeah.
This one has to be refrigerated, so you have to figure out a way. So things are in the works. I think this is good enough for now.
It's a good base, good foundation. Yep.
Yeah.
No, awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I wanted to touch upon some customer situation questions for you. You can feel free to answer however you like.
Okay.
Because what do they say? The customer's always right.
Okay.
So, for example, how do you deal with customers that come in and they're so insistent on something that you may be sold out of? You know, they're like, no, I want this. Or I used to have it like this. You know, you're like, we don't offer that anymore, or we're sold out. You know, they just, no, I want it, I want it, I want it. So how does you or your staff deal with like a situation like that?
It really depends on
Mhm.
what the thing is, but I mean, if I don't have it, what do you want me to do? you know, I would suggest other things. At the end of the day, I want everybody to leave happy.
Yeah,
Um, how for the majority of the time that does happen, they leave satisfied with whatever the solution is that we come up with. But usually, it's just suggesting something different. Like for some time, we didn't have the breadfruit, and that was a problem. Like, and I swear, I tried everything to get that thing. Like I was willing to pay double the price, and sell it at a loss
yeah,
just for me to be able to have it. Because what I don't like is going to a restaurant and you want something on the menu and it's not there.
yeah,
But the supplier we just couldn't get any supply, and people came and they're like, I have the taste in my mouth.
yeah.
Or my wife, she's pregnant. That's what she wants. And
Wow.
it's like, so I used to try to give them the yuca, but they don't want that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it's like, there's nothing really, that nothing tastes the same. So like, what am I gonna give you?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's a hard, especially when you have your mindset on that. That's the worst.
But yeah, but it's back. The breadfruit is back.
There you go.
And
There you go.
I think it's here to stay this time. So
Now, in the restaurant industry, because you guys sell food, every single day us humans have to eat, right? So everybody has their day when they're hangry. How do you deal with hangry customers that they just come in and they're just being rude, or they're just saying what's taking so long or whatever? Because everybody has that hangry moment, just like I'm hungry, and they're just their patience level is very low, but they're taking it out on you guys. So how do you deal with a hangry customer?
there's been like, so I'm not always the one in the front dealing
Yeah,
with them.
yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm rarely the one, poor things, my staff sometimes. Um, we constantly have meetings and have discussions about that. And I have to keep reminding them that it's not about you. It's just like they're having a rough day most of
Yeah.
the times, but usually I just try to get in their food as fast as possible. I mean, I'll go in the kitchen and skip people, be like, listen, I gotta give
Yeah,
this lady her food because she's about to explode.
yeah,
Um, the thing about it is that regardless of like, because suppose they come and they order a jollof wrap, I have to grill the chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I have chicken sitting on the
takes time.
in a
Yeah,
steam table. Our menu, the food is cooked to order.
yeah.
Sometimes we might have some leftover fries. There's been times that I've had to give people fries to eat, like
That's a good point. People think that because you guys have a drive-through and you guys serve wings that it's fast food like McDonald's. It's not. What we say it's good food, not fast food.
yeah,
Because it's not your food where you can just order and in 5 minutes you'll have it here. If the kitchen's rolling, things are coming out. That's one thing, but they have to understand that everything's cooked to order.
yeah,
So-
yeah. So I think that drive-through
Yeah.
window is kind of misleading. We really have the window for convenience. You could pick up your food, but you could place an order there.
Yeah.
But you have to park and let us cook the food for you. At the end of the day, you're gonna be happy with your food if you're willing to wait.
Yeah.
And sometimes on a busy day, like a Friday night, I have to tell a customer like the wait time is about 30 minutes. There's been times when the wait time is like 45 minutes and an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you want to just order the food and go and come back?
Mhm.
Because it's a busy kitchen and we're doing the best we can and we just
Yeah. No, that's interesting. That kind of goes into my next question. So let's play a little situation here. You're short staffed. The dining room is packed. Online orders won't stop. What's your first move?
short staff. Okay, so there's a couple things, so it's going to sound so controversial. So I know that we're here to make as much money as we can,
Mhm.
but sometimes the experience, I need to make sure that the customer experience is preserved.
Mhm.
And because I've seen in the past where it's been busy and caused us to, we made a lot of money that night, but we had to give a bunch of refunds or we had
Yeah.
a bunch of negative reviews because the wait time was so long. So if the online orders won't stop, I do have the option to push back the online ordering.
Okay.
That's, I mean, if you want to get into technical things, I
Yeah.
can do that. Usually I have to jump in, but even then, it could still be crazy.
Yeah.
But when, for some reason, I noticed, and that's from like way before, I noticed that when I jump in and I'm in the grind with everybody, things, the staff is more calm because they know I'm in there with them.
Yeah.
Instead of me standing up there saying, you do this, you do that,
Yeah.
I just jump in. I either help in the drive-through. I don't like to help in the dining room. I really don't like to, but I do if I have to.
Yeah.
I will go clearing tables, or like go on the fryer cooking or plating food. So it helps us to be able to be calm. And I know that also letting the customers know that we are busy and it's a little bit of a longer wait. Usually people are more understanding when you tell them. Yeah. If you just like say, okay, we'll be ready in about 15 minutes, and then they're waiting 30 minutes, of course they're going to be angry.
Correct.
So there's a couple things we could do, but usually I realize that me jumping in and helping is the top. It usually helps everybody to feel like, they have the support that they need.
No, that's good. That's good. Another situation is, so a client, let's say a customer needs a catering order the same day. Are they in trouble, or are you able to kind of handle that?
2-hour catering.
2-hour catering. So explain,
Yes.
what is that?
So our catering is, our catering menu is available. You can call up to 2 hours, well, as little as 2 hours. And
Yeah.
I've had people who called like an hour before or even 30 minutes, and I'm able to pump out food. It really depends.
Yeah.
Because
not guaranteed, but
Yeah. It really depends.
Yeah.
So because our catering menu consists of stuff that we're already selling in the restaurant, we're able to do that for you. We have everything ready, and we have all the boxes and everything so that we can do it. I think a lot of people don't know this, and maybe we haven't been telling people enough. But yeah, we have 2 hours.
2 hours. So if your boss says you're in charge of getting the food for the meeting, and you forgot to place the order the day before, if you have 2 hours to spare, you'll be fine. Call Spice N Vybe or go online. They got you. It's not going to be a favor. It's going to be something they can definitely handle.
Yeah.
So don't think like you're out on your own. So I think that's huge, because that happens a lot. It's a real world situation, and they're like, and then they end up getting the same thing, tacos or whatever. And if the people that work in the offices, they're tired of getting the same catering all the time. Switch it up, And the good thing is that you can switch it up here too. You don't always have to get wings. So they have a different type of catering menu that you can go on the website and pick and choose your pans and take it from there. So Awesome. All right. Well, I think this is a good way to lead our, we have a little game that we like to play here called This or That. So this or that, you get to pick. All right. So you're going to get to pick one or the other. If you cannot make a decision and it has to be both, that's fine. That's fine too.
Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Ranch sauce or blue cheese?
I guess I have to pick one, right?
Or you pick both?
Or none.
Or none.
So our wings don't need ranch or blue
none.
cheese. Most of the customers who buy that thing, they just leave it on the table. But okay, ranch.
But hold on, before we go to the next one, this is where history and the way that we were trained, how we grew up, trained by marketing. People see wings and you automatically have to have a sauce, because anywhere you go, you say wings and they say ranch or blue cheese, right? Whether it's included or not. So people feel like they have to get ranch or blue cheese. It's funny because when customers ask the first time, they go, oh, let me get ranch, let me get blue cheese. But you're right, then they don't end up using it. Now, yeah, there's people, like I'm a ranch lover. I love ranch. There's I even put ranch on certain other things other than rings. That's fine. There's people that love the sauces. But in your case, you don't necessarily need it.
No, we put ranch on yellow rice and black beans and grilled chicken, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's so good. This from the club.
Okay.
Yes, anyway, if I had to pick, it would be ranch.
Okay. Or none.
Yeah.
Go to the next. Flats or drums?
Drums.
Drums?
Yeah.
Is it because it feels like it's more meaty?
I don't know why people, flats have too much work.
More bone.
Like there's a bone here, a bone there. Like that's too much work. I like drums.
That's true. That's true.
And then the thing about it is that most other people like flats. So I'm like the perfect friend to go eat wings with. Like I'll eat the drums, you eat the flats, we're good.
You're the wing girl. No point intended.
I'm the wing girl. Yeah.
All right. Extra crispy or extra spicy? Oh, sorry, extra saucy.
Extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
Yeah. I
You-
don't like too much sauce.
You guys are able to do that, right? If somebody,
Bro. I don't know if we'd be in business if we couldn't do that.
Yeah?
The customers, they want that thing burnt sometimes. There's this one guy, and you know yourself, he asked for it 5 times well done. So 5 times well done
See what?
means that we cook it for 5 times the amount of time that we normally cook it.
This guy has fake teeth or something? Like he's trying to, like, how? What
And
the
if
heck?
you see him, he's a nice looking guy with regular teeth.
Wow.
Yeah. So our customers normally ask for either extra crispy, or like 3 times well
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Like, yeah, we wouldn't be in business if we couldn't do that.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go to the next. Sweet heat or straight spice?
Hey, what you know about that sauce?
I don't, but the team at Unfiltered knows because that's a Kayla thing there.
Oh, yeah.
Guyana, right? Yeah, there you go.
That's from St. Lucia.
That's what she found it. She's Caribbean too. I don't
She
know.
knew that
So
too.
I don't know.
It really depends, on what we're eating. If I had to pick and I could only have one, I would take the straight spice
Mhm.
because there's only so much sweetness you can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take the straight, especially if it's that one.
Okay. Rice and peas or jollof rice?
Man, what's wrong with you? It depends on what we're eating.
Or you pick both, but it's like picking a child here. Which is your favorite?
And that rice and peas look like it's well seasoned, So I want both.
Okay.
Yeah, only because it depends on what I'm eating.
Yeah.
I like rice and peas, but certain things I like jollof rice, and it's like why I can't.
This is not stock photography, by the way. If you haven't caught on, this is Spice and Vybe's actual meal. So, this is what
that
is
jollof
gonna.
rice looking kind of fat.
Oh,
Maybe it's the zooming in.
I think it's zooming in because this thing is like small.
Because look at the rice and peas,
Yep.
and it's made of parboiled rice, and then the jollof rice is supposed to be jasmine rice, so it's a thinner grain.
Yeah.
So it's not supposed to be the same size grains.
Yep. All right. So both,
Yeah, both.
depending on what it is you're pairing it with.
Yeah.
All right. Fusion flavors or traditional recipes?
Man, listen, fusion been getting out of control.
Yes, I think so too.
Fusion
Yeah.
been getting out of control, so
It
I'm
started
gonna
off
have to.
hot, and then
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to stick with traditional recipes for now. Because there's some fusion that has been good, but it's
Yeah.
like I'm scared to venture into that, and that's messed up because technically we're fusion.
Yeah. But I think it's gone a little too far. It's like
Yeah.
before it was just pairing two things. Now it's like, oh, this is a fusion of another. It's like you're too deep. I'm too deep on this.
Well, what
I'm
about a
like-
Mexican sushi, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. Or there's also Spanish Chinese food. Like they have Puerto Rican and Chinese all merged together. So it's like a fried rice with plantains and like it's in mofongo, and I'm just like, what the heck? I'm like, what is all this? I'm like, it's cool, but I'm pretty sure it tastes good, but it's just like
Yeah,
I don't know if it goes
that-
together.
Yeah, we might go there
Okay.
once, but like, are we gonna go there on a regular basis?
Correct. Okay, simple. Try something new or same old.
That is not a. If you're trying to get me to try something new, this green thing here. Oh, that's an avocado.
Yeah, something new. So it don't matter. Again, it could be something fused. This is probably a
Okay.
fusion thing that we didn't know.
I'll try something new.
Okay. All right. Foodie influencers versus a loyal word of mouth supporter.
Listen, I ain't got no problem with him. All right.
Shout out to Josh Sheets.
I like him, but if I have to pick the word of mouth.
Okay.
Now, I like both, but if I had to pick just one,
No, you can either pick one or both.
I like both.
Okay.
Right? But I have to tell you that my top choice would be the word of mouth
Okay.
because it really goes a long way.
It does. I think there's power in both.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think we're trying to get this because the when somebody is talking about your food and your product without having to like hardcore sell somebody else, like, hey, you just have to just trust me. That means not only that they became a fan of your product, they love it, But that is the ultimate goal, because now whenever somebody mentions something, they are going to trust their friend or family member based on their experience, and you hope that they carry that experience on over to other people. Foodie influencer is a good way of kind of getting that word out for new customers that have never tried it. Great, but then once they're in the door, your product has to shine. If not, it can fall flat in your face. So it's a good way of bringing people in, but now it's like, all right, is it going to actually be as good as they say? And unfortunately, there's some foodie influencers that their opinion is always the same. Like, oh, this is the best. This is the best. So it's like not everything can be the best. Like, give me the real thing. Like, compare other stuff. So,
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Customer's always right, or sometimes the customer is wrong.
Man, you set me up. um, Both.
Okay, could be situation based too.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Because the customer is always right, and even when they are wrong,
Mhm.
we have to be able to
Yeah,
manage the situation. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of a it's both.
okay. Packed dining room or nonstop online orders?
I'll take the online orders.
Less physical.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. You're asking.
Yeah.
You ask Kay. He wants the dining room
He-
packed.
Probably somewhere in the back over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. He's like, hey, everybody, you want a sample? You want some rum punch? You
There
know,
you
like,
go.
yeah. But me, like, I just want to pack. I want to send out the food, so that will be mine.
Okay, awesome. And I think that's where we're at with the this or that. So that's simple, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, one thing, what I always like to ask business owners. So what's next for Spice and Vibe? What do you have in store that you can share with us?
I don't know how much I can say.
Whatever you're allowed to say.
I mean, we're definitely expanding.
Okay.
We're working on that. It's something that's not taken lightly. you
Yeah.
know. So it takes a lot of money and also work.
Yeah.
A lot of legwork. So we are expanding. People have been asking us to expand since
Yep.
day one.
Yep.
And so we're working on that. Definitely look out for that. And just improving the service, improving the products, and adding new flavors. Yeah, I don't want to overpromise.
Yeah. No, of course,
But
course.
we are expanding, so definitely look out for that.
And I think that came, like you said, it came from the demand of the customers. So customers have asked. I mean, like you said earlier, customers travel here a lot. Customers are in the immediate area, but not too close where they can go every day. So they make it a weekend trip, or they make it a trip where it's like, all right, whenever I'm in that area, I will go there. But it's like, I wish you were over here closer to the west or the east, wherever it is, right? Because South Florida is huge. But that made it where it's like, okay, there's interest elsewhere,
Yeah.
and that's good. And you see the orders. I mean, when the sauces became available, you saw orders coming from different places of United States, and it's like, whoa, I didn't know these people even knew about us.
Yeah.
So this is pretty interesting.
Do you know I found out there's a place called Orleans, Massachusetts?
Orleans, Massachusetts.
Yes.
Not New Orleans, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I saw it, I was like, I printed the label. I'm like, oh, this is going to Louisiana. And then I realized that, oh, shit, MA is Massachusetts.
Okay. No, didn't know.
But yeah, we're getting people who are ordering from, and sometimes I wonder, like, how did they hear about us?
Yeah.
I would like to know, but maybe they were traveling and then they were here. And then they had their little carry-on, and so they couldn't take the sauce with them. So they're like, let me just order it when I get home. Whatever it is, we appreciate it.
It's good. And then also seeing, we talk about it sometimes where it's like, celebrities per se. They will get sometimes they will come to Spice and Vibe. Like I will see like the rappers, or I'll see NFL players and stuff like that. I'm like, is that who I think it is? But then you'll see sometimes they don't make it, but their people will come and like, oh yeah, this is for Joe Schmo. You're like, what? It's like, why'd you tell me? And it's like they heard that this is the spot, so we're coming here. It's pretty cool. How do you feel when you hear that?
Bro, I never know when they come.
Because they're picky. So
remember the last time we were in the dining room and then this rapper guy came?
Yep.
And then you're telling me that's I'm like, I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, they're normal people, you know. I think that if you like it, I like it, they will like it too. You know, I'm still waiting for Obama though. I told the staff, I'm like, we waiting for Obama.
Obama, shout out. What's going on?
Yeah.
I know you got to make a trip here one of these days. Fort Lauderdale.
Yep, I'm waiting. So in the beginning when we opened the restaurant, and I haven't told them in a while, but I tell them, when you put that plate in the window, just make sure that you would serve that plate to President Obama.
There you go.
And so when you see they mess up, I bring the plate back. I'm like, would you serve this to Obama? Would you serve it to him?
So the standard's very high.
I'm
Standard's
like,
very
waiting for
high.
my guy to come.
Yeah.
So once he comes and you serve this to him,
Yep.
no, we can't do it like that. So yeah.
No,
Still waiting.
that would be good.
Yeah.
Obama, we're gonna tag you on this, all right?
I'm just saying. I'm sure Michelle would be okay with it.
Yeah,
You know?
let's
Just a
go,
little
go.
chicken wing every now and then. It's
Yeah.
not like you gotta eat it all the time.
Exactly. But they have more than they got plant-based menu too, so you're good.
Nah, he's not plant-based.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
But we have grilled wings. We do have grilled wings. So you
Yes.
don't have to fry stuff if you're staying off of the...
Speaking of grilled wings,
Oh yeah, we didn't bring it up.
so we have the 4 flavors. Let's go over this. So break them down because these have been very interesting, and I got caught with this one, and yeah, that
You
was
always
hot.
getting caught with some spicy
Because
stuff.
I was excited. It's just grilled and it tasted amazing. But then that second wing, and I was like, whoa. Again, I'm not a high tolerance spice guy. For other people, I'm be like, oh, that's nothing.
Okay, so we can start from the top. So the Grosile. So Grosile is a part of St. Lucia where we have our street parties, a popular thing. And I called it that because, you know, it's just a straightforward barbecue wing with barbecue sauce. It has our Vybe barbecue sauce on it.
Mm.
So that's how the chicken in Grosile, usually on a Friday night, that's what you get. So
Nice.
I called it that. And the Cape Town is peri peri sauce, which is different from the peri sauce, which is like a savory, spicy sauce, a little tangy. It's very good. It's my favorite out of the grilled wings. Well, that and the jerk, the Kingston. So Cape Town is in South Africa, and that's the first place where I tasted peri peri chicken. So
Got it.
that's why we call it the Cape Town. And we have the Kingston, which everybody knows Kingston is in Jamaica, and it's a jerk spiced wing. We marinate it in jerk. As you can see, it's darker than the other ones. And then we also drizzle some of our Vybe barbecue sauce on there, which you could request it on the side if you don't want it, but it tastes good with the sauce.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination. And the Accra, which is in Ghana, is our suya spiced wings. It's a dry rub inspired by the suya kebabs in Ghana. And like I said, I know suya is all over, but that's where I've had suya. I haven't been to the other places, so that's why I call it the Accra. The spice actually was brought in from Ghana. So, yep, that's what it is. And that is spicy. The suya is spicy.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. If you guys have not heard, because of the word vibe, remember I said they're party animals? Whenever they do an event, I would suggest to go. Whether it's a brunch, whether it's the anniversary event, follow the social media page for Spice N Vybe, and it'll be announced on there. So things are always evolving and changing. Not all the time do they have like weekly events, but sometimes for a set period, you might see a weekly event, things like that. It's all about it having a good vibe. I mean, you heard the name Kay here and there. That's also the other owner. You might see him handing out some shots here and there, you know, from rum, spiced rum.
Yeah,
right?
it's Chairman's Reserve Spice Rum. That's
very good.
his favorite.
Very good.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they want you to have a good time. That's what it comes down to, is authentic. It's not being fake. It's not like, please buy my wings, and you know, no. It's they have a good product. They show a lot of passion. They do it the right way. You know, and these are two individuals that I can tell you that, you know, they're following the right path, and I think ultimately you're going to see them reach even further goals than what they expected when they opened up the restaurant day one. So restaurants is hard. It's hard, especially if you're in the restaurant industry, which a lot of people are. They know, they're like, you know, sleepless nights. They have to staffing, whatever the case may be. The food costs keep going up, skyrocketing. So you have to make sure, how do you compete with this strict market, still deliver a good product, good experience, but also, you know, be above the line when it comes to revenue. So ultimately it's because of you guys coming back and things like that, and the feedback. If you guys heard it multiple times, they take your feedback and they try to tweak it to make sure they can please the majority. Not saying that you're gonna go there. This is not Burger King. Have it your way, okay? Like, can I have mine with extra spicy on one side, extra? No. But ultimately, the ultimate feedback, is like, all right. A lot of people are saying they don't like this or they like this because you have 86 some flavors. Some flavors we call it the vault. We put it in the vault, and then we might bring it back out later on. So those are things because maybe the feedback wasn't as good or you didn't like it. Like I don't think that's a Spice and Vibe a standard. So whatever the case may be, but that's really good versus just leaving it there.
Yeah.
So I feel like whatever you have on the menu should be things that you're proud of, and you don't have any inkling of like, all right, people might not like this. And yeah, so definitely check them out. Follow them on social media. We'll definitely be tagging the pages and all that, so that's not a problem. Spice and Vibe. Stay tuned for the future. See what news is going to be coming up of Spice and Vibe. So you never know. And yeah, anything else that you want to leave off that we may have not mentioned that you want to take advantage of?
Not I can't think of anything right now. No. Definitely come for the wings.
Yeah.
Know that you're coming for a premium product because we are giving you the best that we know how to give. And we're very picky and particular about what we eat, and this is what we eat. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, Mandy, thank you for joining us here at Unfiltered, sharing your story, and then letting people know a little bit of what Spice and Vibe has to offer. Definitely, hopefully with this we are able to get new people coming to the door. We're like, hey, I didn't know about this. So other than that, we're gonna end it there.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it, and I hope you got some good stuff.
Oh, we got some good stuff. We got some good food right there. I'm hungry now after watching all that food. So we're going to lunch. Where's Spice and Vibe? So, all right, guys, we'll end it there. Peace.